Yo, what up, world? Oh, man. It is around 7 o'clock, 7:15. Really, it's kind of early, but it's been a long day. I've been up since like 4:35-ish. Finally about to hit the gym, and I've been going all day. What I want to do in this video is kind of give you guys an insight of this business journey and mindset and just the life. So I'm about to kick off a new business that I've been thinking about for a while, and I want to walk you guys through it, just keep you involved when I go through the steps so you guys can get an idea of what it's like. So first thing I did, obviously, after having a full-on whiteboard session, is map everything out. Get all of the chaos just mapped out. The way I usually get things done is in a very linear fashion, but the way my mind thinks is scattered. So got all the scattered chaos out on a very large whiteboard so I can organize my thoughts, basically. And I did that by, like I said, just having at it. Once I got that down, like I said, I have a full list of things to do, and now I can execute in a linear fashion. The reason why I do that is because when I execute in a linear fashion, it's easy for me to follow. Like I said, 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 1 = 3, and so forth. So do what works for you. But anyways, did that. And then as far as like next steps went, I was working on what I call a project charter. If you're not familiar with the project charter, I highly recommend looking it up. It's where you talk about things like your problem statement, your goals, your executive summary, your stakeholders, your deliverables, what's in scope, out of scope, etc. So lining up how I'm really going to execute this project that I'm about to embark on in this business. And my goal is to make some millions with this, and it's gonna happen. So did that. After that, I do my BRD, which is your business requirement documentation, or business requirements doc, however you want to call it. But I did a BRD/tech specs for what I'm working on, and I'll walk you guys through that in another video. But now, fast forward to where we're at now, building and getting everything licensed specifically for this business. So next steps that I need to do is actually get my LLC. Once I get the LLC for this specific business, then I'll be able to start kicking things off, and I'll give you guys updates when I get to that part. I'm not going to tell you about that yet, because I want you to come through the journey with me. Now, prior to getting the LLC, which is going to be next steps, I needed to get a PMB, which is a private mailing box. You can, if you have a home where you like to get your stuff shipped at, that's completely fine. If you want to work out of your house, that's fine. And the reason why I chose a PMB over a house and over a PO box is because some LLCs, depending on what state you're in, don't accept PO boxes. Another thing is when you have a PMB, it actually protects your privacy a little bit more than having things sent to your home or having that available. Once you open your LLC, or just your business in general, whatever information you have tied to that becomes widely available to the public if people are trying to find it. So I say that to say that today what we got done is the PMB. The cost on that was a little over $300 per year. And then what that also looks like is getting a key, getting the box, signing a bunch of papers. They ask you what kind of businesses you're running, the email address. They ask you all the basic stuff. But yeah, so that's the next step. So you go from scattered brain of chaos, getting that down on a whiteboard to get all my thoughts together and organized, consolidating that in a more linear fashion, working on the initial project charter to get the ideas out. And really, normally you do that in a bigger business when you're trying to pitch to like leadership, so you get buy-in and make it simple to digest. After that, did my BRD and my tech specs to make sure I know all the requirements that I have. And like I said, I'll break all that stuff down in another video. And then now it's starting to get into the actual business parts to get things kicked off. So I got my PMB, my private mailing box, and I'll update you guys on the next steps. Again, I'm doing this to help and show you guys what it looks like step by step, and follow me on this journey, because it's gonna be crazy when y'all see me literally turn a couple $100 of investment into millions of dollars. I've done this before, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to show you. It's going to be so dope. Anyways, follow along, write these steps down, and then do it for yourself. Go make money. The money is there. Opportunities are there. Too many people focus on making money out of fear or being broke versus seeking opportunities. The other thing that I wanted to mention is I don't work on this like in long bursts. Basically, the way I'm going to execute this is I spend 5 to 30 minutes tackling one task per day just to keep things moving. Again, the consistency is key. It's not about sitting down for 4 to 6 hours working on something. I don't have that kind of time right now. I already manage another business. I'm working in large tech. Got an awesome partner and everything else that I got to take care of. Coaching pro fighters, amateur fighters, traveling constantly. So anyways, like I said, consistency is going to be key. I'm going to show you guys what 5 to 30 minutes every single day can do and how that's going to turn us into millions. It's the long-term game, baby. Overnight success is not the business. Trust me. Anyways, can't wait to show y'all. Y'all going to see it, and y'all going to see the proof, and you're going to come back to this video and be like, damn, he said it. This is just a start. Thanks for watching, y'all.